Okay, guys, hi, it's Josh with Inkology. Today we are drawing some spider webs, some Indian Batman versus Indian Spider-Man versus Batman. As you can see, I started penciling in some of the details. I'm at the stage where I'm just kind of having fun and creating a lot of intricate artwork here. I mean, a lot of intricate, what do you say? What do you call it? Webbing for Mr. Spider-Man. Let me make sure there we go. Hold on. There we go. We are on. Okay. So yeah, this is Indian Spider-Man versus Batman. And we're just doing some webs. The webs have to come first because they're in the foreground. And I don't want to have to draw them after I draw everything else in a race. It's just a lot of nonsense. Hi, Yukori. Welcome to tonight's thing. Sorry it's so late. I think everybody's like, oh man, Josh is just getting later and later. But yeah, I was trying to do early. Tomorrow I will have to do, no, I don't work. I don't do it tomorrow. Saturday, it's my day off. And then Sunday I do have to go to work, which is always, I started my, ooh, it's so bright, Josh, so bright. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think it's coming together decently well. There are a few little things I have issues with, such as the size of his bicep needs to be kind of thickened here. To kind of give distance for this to get smaller in the background. Got to fix the hands. The webbing is fun. I took some, time to learn from Todd McFarlane's webbing and kind of change it to my own style and get it to where I need it to be. Batman's going to be a pain because he might not be a pain, but his proportions are kind of difficult for me. Tomorrow is free day. How much it's needed too. I gotta go to work. They scheduled me for today and Sunday. It's kind of training days, doing server food and stuff like that for the theater. Really cool theater that they serve food and it's really classy, really nice. But tomorrow I'm just gonna be running food, not doing any serving. But you gotta do it when your boss asks you for the first time because you need those hours. I need those hours, that's for sure. Haven't worked in a couple months or 2 months. I definitely need it for sure. But I've been seeing that people have been doing their comic strips, the comic books, and it's looking super cool. I'm very excited to see what everyone comes together and does. If this thing pans out, maybe we can get it printed out for each other, and maybe we can all buy one copy of it or something, just so we can all have it and say, hey, look, this is what I did this, which is cool. I like that idea, I'm excited for it. A lot of talented people doing it, and it's fun, just purely fun. I wrote out most of my story, and I wonder if other people are going to be doing this too, because I know a cowboy probably might have to take a ship to go to India unless he's already there. So I'm trying to debate whether I should just have him already there or have them traveling on the ship. But the thing is I'm trying to do a comedic kind of twist on Indian and Indian, you know what I mean? So we'll have to see. Yeah, it'd be so cool to have each other's, and people can read the same story over and over, but just different ways of how we all interpret it. And there's no pressure for it to look amazing or anything, which is great. I think that's exactly what I was going for, was just having fun and seeing where people can kind of create these fun stories. Yeah, actually, working at the theater is very relaxing. I mean, it's a I'll be working the more intense part where I have to go serve food while people are watching movies and taking orders and all that jazz, and then dropping off checks. But that's nothing compared to working any other job I've ever worked. Really, most people who have worked there are very young and chill. You know, it's a low risk job, so don't really have to stress. And they're not looking to fire anybody anytime soon because they're trying to keep people working. A lot of people seem to quit there, but I wonder why. I think it's because they're just lazy. Like I heard a guy in today, he got called in the office while I was filling out the forms of like trying to set up my clock in schedule thing or ID number or whatever. But they're like, hey, you've been late a lot. Like half of your shifts all last month were late. And he's like, yeah, I need to work on that. I'm sorry, I'll work on that. I definitely need to get better. I just don't have the car those times. And he just said some excuse. He's like a bartender dude, and I was like, what? You're late half of your shifts? How are you not fired? Like that doesn't even make sense to me. I would have fired you by now if you were my employee. Half of your shifts, consistently, you're late too. There ain't no excuse for that. But then I remember when I was working at the theater in AMC back in the day, like a lot of the younger people, like they don't have work ethics, or maybe work ethics aren't a thing anymore. I don't know. But I would show up on time, tuck my shirt in, approach guests with like a smile on my face and say yes sir, no sir, and do my best to give the experience of a movie theater the way it should be. But these kids would just go in there and expect these people to understand like where they're coming from in life. And I'm like, what is happening? Like that's not what people are paying you for. And that's not the experience I go to movies for. Man, if someone's late 1 to 2 hours, they definitely got to get fired. But if you're if the job is that lenient to be like, and I heard the manager is like, well, just try to make it better. I'm like, what? You're just going to let them go? He's like, this is your second warning. He's like, second warning? How is this not his 100th warning and you guys are just being ridiculous? Like, you should give him a warning the 4th time he was late. Very confusing. But you know what? I'm not a manager there. Managers seem cool. It's cool I get to see free movies. And the food is, like, I get half off on food, which the food's not bad. Burgers are pretty solid. You got salads and stuff, so it's going to be a great job, I think. Because it fits right up my alley of like watching movies and hanging out with like people who love movies. Like they're doing Star Wars and Phantom Menace 25th anniversary. Can you believe it's been 25 years since Phantom Menace came out? I dressed up. I remember watching that, dressing up in high school. I don't know what grade I was in. I think it was high school, to watch it. And was I dressed up or was my buddy dressed up? Anyways, most of us were dressed up. And yeah, I can watch movies for free. It's really cool. It's great. And these are great theaters, so it's not like, I get high quality, I get any seat I want as long as it's not taken by a customer. And get served food too, because it's a food like Alamo Drafthouse style, if you guys know what that is. But it's been 25 years since Star Wars Phantom Menace came out, and I was watching it on the theater, and it looks great. It looked like the first time I saw it. Like, whoa. I was like, wow, this is intense how old I am. TF, what's up? Just talking about movies. Yeah, I mean, TF would know. TF should know. TF, did you ever go see Phantom Menace in the theaters? I loved it. I thought it was great. I like Phantom Menace much better than I like the other two. I didn't like Attack of the Clones. I don't understand what that was all about. And I definitely didn't. I mean, Revenge of the Sith was okay. But I think it was Revenge of the Sith. I may have been Attack of the Clones where like Anakin's riding some like rhinoceros hippo looking characters in like these fields with Padme or Amidala, Queen Amidala or whatever. I don't know. It was like what is this again? Like I don't understand what's happening. I don't know. They just got too weird. They got really weird, really weird. I'm a fan of the old ones. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we were so stoked. I remember it coming out. We were all thinking, "Oh my gosh, this is it! This is finally they're doing it. They're finally creating, you know, a new Star Wars film." And all my friends and I were just so ecstatic. And then we watched it, and some of them were like, "Okay, well, maybe we shouldn't have got our hopes up." I liked it though, except for Jar Jar Binks. He was a little bit like uncalled for. Like, there was no necessary reason for him. But what can you do? George Lucas made a mistake multiple times. He sold Star Wars to Disney, which I don't understand that. George, how dare you? Ruined everybody's hopes in you, buddy. Radio was important before MTV. And that's when radio was really important. When was that? When was radio? That's like hella old. What, like the 40s? Just kidding. Just kidding. I love the radio. Okie dokie. So, too bad the radio is really not important anymore. Like, people don't like it because it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's just not a thing anymore. Kind of sad. $19.99. Life is a party and a party is made to last. You know Prince? No? He did the song of 1999. You know, or I forget the name of the song. I think it's 1999. What's up, Krusty? Okay, so what am I doing here? I need to add these little things here. Prince is a great song. You know what I mean? Like, Prince is the man. I miss Prince already. I miss David Bowie. I grew up on David Bowie. I grew up actually on the Temptations because I was very sheltered. And that was like the only thing I could listen to. Temptations and Michael Jackson. Which doesn't really make sense either. But I love me some Michael. He's a creepy dude. But man, could he perform like nobody's business. Okay, sorry. I'm like getting distracted trying to draw all these little things here instead of talking with you guys. I have to draw each like some of these like webbings twice because I have it a shadow underneath, which, you know, it gives the illusion, so it's really cool. It's just a pain in the butt. Anyways, I think I'll like. I mean, I think I'll like working at the movie theater. I don't see why I wouldn't. It's gonna be fun to just kind of be able to watch movies and like work with people who I don't have to like. I don't have to. Well, the thing I like is that I don't have to worry about getting fired, because even if they fired me, I'm like, it was a movie theater job, guys. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like getting fired from a very good 401k job where I need to like perform, and I'm in control of like responsibilities of other people's jobs and stuff. Like, it's a theater job, darn it. That's exactly why I got it, so I don't have any responsibilities that were stressful. I don't like stress. Not that I don't like responsibilities. I love a challenge. I just, these days, I'm like, you know what? I don't need to be like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of my friends make madly insane choices with their careers. Like, they make good money, don't get me wrong, but they sacrifice so much to do it, you know? And I always wonder, like, why? 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 Like, is all that money gonna make you happy? No. Sticky floors? I know. I hate sticky floors. Luckily, this theater is so darn clean, it baffles me. It's really, really, really clean. So I'm excited for that fact, because I used to work at AMC theaters, and those guys didn't clean for anything. So it was like sticky floor all day long, and I had to pull money from underneath the seats. I made so much money in tips from underneath the seats. It's great. People leave so much change, you know, don't want to go look underneath the movie to get it, or dollar bills. I find so many dollar bills and you know, so much money and so much junk. Brand new glasses, and you find everything. Yeah, too much fun for them. Either way, we'll see how it goes, and if I like it, I might hate it. Who knows? There may be some like thing that happens there that I just really don't like. I don't think there is so far. I'm watching everybody. I'm kind of like analyzing everyone, who they are. You got to find out what the hierarchy is in every job you start at, you know. And I'm trying to figure out what the hierarchy is, because the sooner I get to figure out what's most important, or who's the bully, you know, who's the fun person, who's the person you can trust. I mean, you can't really trust anybody at work, honestly, but you know what I mean? Like, just gotta navigate right. Sheesh. Okay. So this Indian Spider-Man, I added a sash up here. The original doesn't have one, but I added it because I wanted to have some flair of my own into this. And a sash is always like, I always see Indians have it. So I thought it'd be cool to put one on here. Joe Quesada? Who's Joe Quesada? Let's see. Joe Quesada. Oh, he's good. Oh, he does Spider-Man too. He does Daredevil. Oh, he's got all these strings and stuff going on. Yeah, he's great. Oh, I love his Spider-Man. His fingers and his whole, like, vibes are great. Oh, this story he did is sick. Huh. Ooh, I like his Batman. That's cool. That's what I wanted to do with this Batman. Actually, I may do this with this Batman. You're right. I don't learn the artist. I'm a comic book fan, as in I read comic books. I don't study their names of who draws these guys. I also consider myself a classical artist fan. But I don't study, I just study the art, you know? I study the style. The artist, like, don't know what to say. I've been reading, I've read so many comics, and I have so many right here that I don't care about the artist, you know? I just read the comic book and the story. And I like the art. What can I say? That is what it is. He's Marvel Comics editor-in-chief? Wow. Well, I guess that is sad that I don't know, but he must not be that good then, you know? Oh well, maybe I'll start looking at who draws these things more often. You know what? Okay, here's why. Here's why I don't study the artists. Because a lot of the time when I look at art, I know Tom McFarlane, I know some of these other like more unique people, Jay Lee, Jim Lee, Stan Lee. You know, obviously everybody knows Stan Lee. Let's see who else. I can't think of any names right now, but Image comics artists and something like this, like. The thing is that when I look at Marvel stuff, a lot of the stuff gets blended in together on style and so much looks similar that I don't really, I can't differentiate anything. So I just fail in that kind of thing. No, because I'm never that curious about the people who drew it. I'm more curious on like what happens and then how can I recreate the drawing. Honest truth. Yeah, that's the page I skip is the first page. I go straight to the first action page or the spread even. Sometimes I go straight to the middle of the comic to read the spread. Like, I don't even know let's see who drew this one. I've been looking at this, I've gone through this comic book so many times. Batwoman Elegy. J.H. William III, is that who did it? Let's see, I don't even know. Colorist, Dave Stewart, writer, Greg Rucka, yeah. J.H. Williams III. He's phenomenal. He's like, look at this art. It's sickening how cool this is. Like, I love the panels. He does panels so great. I've been just looking at this going like dope, 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 reading it, looking at the colors, studying it. Never even thought to look at the name of who did it and see what other stuff he did. Didn't even cross my mind. Look at that. He changes styles mid-comic. And then he goes into this nonsense. Like, what? And then he goes to this. Man, oh man, what a good comic. What a terrible cover. Probably a terrible TV show. J.H. Williams III. I will remember that one. And of course, I'll remember the guy, Joe Casada. I'll remember him now, you know. I still have to look at his stuff, but whatever. No, I don't. No, something's wrong with me. Maybe I just don't. I don't understand. Maybe I don't want to give artists the credit that they deserve. I don't know. I don't know what it is, dude. I'm selfish that way. What was I doing? Okay. Got these spider webs going. I need to finish out this little area here. So we're going to wrap around his body. Yep. You know what? I always feel bad too about that. You know, it's not like this is something new to me. I've always wondered how comic book artists can maintain who drew this and who drew that, because even if, let's say, J.H. Williams III, Jack Kirby, oh, he's that dude that turns pink and he swallows up stuff in most of the Nintendo games, right? Come on. Okay, everybody knows Jack Kirby. That's different. That's like a Stan Lee of comics, you know? He's up there with Jim Lee and everybody. But Nintendo characters. See? Yugo gets what I'm saying. I do like Jack Kirby's work, though. I don't know. I like people who like, oh, did I just draw a nipple on him? No. Sorry, I gotta make sure I'm not screwing up. I did screw up. I just I don't retain names very well. So when I meet new people, like I kid you not, I don't even bother learning their name. I don't even care if they know my name at all either, because like I can't remember people's names, nor can I remember like details of that nature. I always just have to remember their face and what they do, and then, you know, it's not like they're not important to me. It's just I can't remember names. There's too many names out there in the world, you know. Too many names. I meet too many people. I just call people, hey, long time no see. What's up, dude? Oh man, how you been? It's been a while. Dude, you're right. Oh, hey, hi. You know, that kind of stuff. When people like know my name somehow, I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta remember their name. Like my, you know what's funny? So I went to go see my grandma this last week, and then my uncle came up to me, and I known him my whole life, and him and his wife. I knew his wife's name. Why I knew her name, I don't know. Maybe because it's just a unique name. But he's like, do you remember who I am? It's been a while. I was like, yeah, you were the pastor of the church, right? And he's like, no, I play the music. I was like, yeah, of course I remember who you are. How could I forget who you are? And he goes, I'm Don. I'm like, Don, of course, Don. You know, like, I was like, oh my God, my own uncle. Don't remember his name. Gosh. Oh well. That is life. That way of thinking of names. Yeah. I just can't do names, you know? I think the only way I remember someone's name is if they make like a huge impact on like me laughing or something. Like they make me laugh, or like, I don't know, it has to be something quite unique. But for the most part, I don't know. I just don't like, I can't retain a name for anybody's business, so. I've had so many people go like want to meet me in here, and like recently actually a lot of friends that were like, hey dude, it's been a while, do you remember? Let's meet up. And I'm like, do you remember what? And they're like, hey, you know, we went to this camp and we did all this stuff together and all these things. And I'm like, well, it did? and like people who are like apparently really close to me, and I'm like, oh man, maybe I have Alzheimer's or something, because they seem to know a lot about me, but I know nothing of them. Yeesh. Oh well. I do feel bad, you know? Like, I don't want to be that kind of jerkish guy, but at the same time, give me a break. Like, I don't know why you remembered my name. I'm not anybody special. Like, I'm not going, hey, dude, you don't remember who I am? I don't care if you remember who I am. I could care less. I've done so many people's weddings. I used to do wedding videos a lot, so I do these weddings, and people who are married, like, oh man, it's been so long. Thank you for doing my wedding. I'm like, I did your wedding? You're married? They're like, yeah, you were there and you filmed everything and all this blah blah blah. I'm like, oh snap. Okay, if you say so, dude. If you say so. I might need to get my brain checked. You know, that's why you shouldn't do drugs, kids. Stay away from drugs. I grew up in a whole different vibe of well, stupidity. What is Batman's belt? It's just these squares, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. I did so many weddings. I actually start wanting to go into funerals, start doing funerals. I was like, is funeral video making a thing? Because like I think I would remember people more if they were dead. Mainly because they wouldn't be asking me if I knew them, but also seeing a dead body, you know, is kind of like pretty instilling into the mind. But I don't know. I don't think it's a thing. Like making fun funeral videos. I drank too much India ink? Shoot. That may be true. The India ink will do it to you. You can talk about funerals. Dang, if you're peeing multicolored, that's crazy. I did that once by eating too many blue lollipops. My stuff came out blue. Everything came out blue. Things I didn't even know could come out blue came out blue. I was like, wow. So for the comic book whiteout sniffing, dang, that's hardcore. It's like marker sniffing. That's rough stuff. It's a pretty intense field. I always thought about doing it myself, but then it's it's not the dead bodies that get me. It's the smell. It's the smell of formaldehyde or whatever it is that they use. It is so gross smelling to me. It reminds me I don't know what it reminds me of. It's just not pleasant, so I can't do it because of that specific smell. I don't think they were lollipops. They weren't? No wonder they made me see all kinds of stuff. They tasted very, very strange, but I thought they were lollipops. Yeah. Where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. For the comic book thing, hey, Harsha. It's very fun to think about because I've been like trying to like play out what the scenes will be on each page and stuff, and it's a little hard because I want to fit everything into it, but like I already have like 6 or 7 pages in my mind, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta throw away some stuff. But I'm only gonna keep it down to 5. I think it's fair. Plus, I don't think I have time to do more than 5 or even 3 really. But I want to give you insight of like how I'm processing it. You know, I know we're not going to share everything. The drawing we don't have to share, but I think it's important to share like the story a little bit just so you can know how I'm taking it. I'm probably not going to draw it like this at all. Yeah, Harsha, how many did you finish today? Oh, we just started, Harsha, so you're not that late. But I have my boy going through a ship. He's on a ship on the ocean, and you inked 1 page. Dang, Harsha is going to be finished before we even get started, or some of us at least. Definitely for me. Dang, that's crazy. Oh, you did show me the inking. I'm sorry. I forgot already. I forgot about it. It's great. Fantastic. Good stuff. Yeah, Harsha's going at it. See? Memory. Bad. My memory's terrible. But, I don't know why I did that then. I don't know why I needed to do this. I'm gonna fix some stuff real quick. Sorry, guys. I feel like Batman's kind of big, like kind of heavy set. I wonder what I did wrong here. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out what's happening that's messing up my stuff. Yeah, Harsha could just straight up do it. Employee of the month, yeah. He could work for a company, no problem. People be like, yep, he's on time. He's got all the stuff. Where is everyone else's stuff at? Be like Harsha. That's what they would do. And it'd be true. It'd be true. Harsha's crushing it. I figured I'm gonna have the cowboy not be a good guy, and I'm not gonna have him be technically the hero of the story either. He's just kind of the bad guy in the story, but he's not. He may be the main person that we follow, but it doesn't mean he's the one you're rooting for, I guess you would say. I want to play with like India and the rituals of Shiva and Kali Ma, as Kali Ma has like tons of arms and is super scary looking, and kind of play with that with also the, you know, indigenous Native Americans, right, that are considered Indians, I guess. Okay, his hip is so big. There we go, a little bit thinner there. A little bit of a butt. Yeah, where's your live going to be if it's not on your main channel? Doing a collab? Wait, what did I just miss? Okay, now my main channel, where my commission looking fire, a wildfire to be specific. Yeah, your commission should be looking pretty good. I think so. I think it's gonna look dope. It's definitely gonna be a comic page, that's for sure. The fun part's gonna be how to draw these city in the background. Everyone stay here till Josh done though at Super Bat Cave. Oh, you're doing it tonight. You're doing it right now. You guys can, if you're doing it right now, TF, if people want to join your stuff, they can join. I'm only going to be on for another, let's see, I started at 9:30, another 25 minutes. Trying to end it early because I got things to do tomorrow. Got to film a new video and stuff, so. Plus, a lot of this work is hard to do on camera. You can see that's just taking me forever. Because I'm easier to focus when I'm not talking. Main characters are furries. Yuko, that's dope. I want to see furries. I want to see these furries do furry things. I like furries. They're fun. Who doesn't love animals? I don't know what this line is about. What are you? Oh, that was his underwear line. That's what it was. I see. There's too many lines going on. Okay, there we go. If you notice, I do the shapes and the shading a little bit differently here. Like what I'll do is I'll draw the lines of it, and then and then what I'll do is when I do the lines for shading the medium tones, I'll pull out and then kind of go from the edges. You don't have to be too precise on this either. I find this is like a more fun way of doing it. And then I'll come in and like darken the line, the shadow on the edge here. Got a shade in his shoe, his boots. Sorry, not paying attention to text. What did you guys say? Dark ending. No, everyone stay here till you're done. I have nailed down my cowboy character for this challenge. Nice. How does he look like? TF. What's your channel name? I can watch both. Nice. TF. What's your channel's name, dog? I think it's Super Bat Cave. Is that what it is? Okay. Sneak peek. Ooh. All right. So we got Batman here and Spider-Man throwing it down so hard. He's looking good. Now, I don't want to hit these other spider webs yet, actually. I suppose I could. Probably smart to do so since I don't want to start anything. Apparently I forgot he has a bat cape. Let me fix this bat cape thing real quick. Okay. Yep, that jacked it up. Color all the way. She don't fear color. Not like me, I fear color. I fear a lot of color. I don't fear the devil. I fear color. Color is just so hard because I feel like if I don't do it right, like I'm like betraying artists around the world. You know, I totally commend anyone who does colored pieces in any format. I'll just stick to my black and white. Safer that way. Yeah, colors can do a lot. I stick to black and white because I don't know. I like for even pencil here. I enjoy the way this looks as a pencil drawing. I prefer if I had a whole comic book and just penciling. I think I'd like it better than color for the most part. But you know, color brings things to life. But you know. All right, we're gonna do this. For some reason, I'm so hungry. Well, let's have his leg coming down. Let's do that. People need to know the bat leg is there. Okay. So let's finish this little line. Show you what I'm doing for the spider webs. I'm just drawing these little lines here, connecting it, and then I'll do like little droops, right? And I'll eventually erase this line. Okay, and then put these little knots. Hold on, we're getting there. Don't you worry, you'll see it. And there you go. That's that. And then for this one, I have this one kind of coming through. Like craving ramen noodles for some reason. How to write. Yeah, Harsha, you should be able to help us with this one, huh? I guess not with the accent thing, maybe a little difficult. Like, how do you do it without being inappropriate? No! Darn it. Okay, this is going to be the easy part, just shading in the back the cape. So is the ominous ritual a furry party? Oh, man. Oh, what are we going to do with furries? Is it a cowboy furry? Is it a cowboy fur? That would be sick. But what kind of furry is it? I'm really excited to see what everyone pulls together. I think it's gonna be super fun. Super fun. I've been thinking about like how I want to draw it too. I think I'm gonna stretch away from my normal style of drawing, and I'm gonna try this whole like Hellboy look, cartoony Hellboy style, where it's kind of blocky characters, lots of big eyes, and rough kind of edges, but then like, you know what I'm talking about, the Hellboy, like the cartoony style that Hellboy is drawn in sometimes. Square head, you know. Everyone's a furry. Nice. Are they sacrificing furries too? Yeah, Hellboy-esque is gonna be. It might be fun. I got the inspiration from a Marvel comic that I showed it a while back. It's this Ross. Ross did this, not Bob Ross. Alex Ross, but see, I know Alex Ross. I follow him. But these have all really good artists in here in this book. But this is the style that I really liked, was this Spider-Man one. It has this like, I don't know how to explain it, very kind of like pointy, non-detailed look. Very playful. I really enjoyed it. See, there was another style. This is like the normal Spider-Man style and stuff. There's another one here. Kind of mimics the Hellboy thing. This is such no. Almost broke my pen. This is a fun style. I really like this one. This one's like super cool. Very fun. You should crosshatch darker on the inking that you just did? Is that what you're asking? Where is this thing at? Darn it. Not happy. Not happy. Maybe it's not here? Okay, never mind. I thought I saw it, but I guess it's not in this book. Very fun though. I like this. Very cool style. Yeah, crosshatch marker. Let me see. Let me look at your drawing real quick. Discord. You're not going to color, right? Yeah, the pastel pages were fun. Harsha, if you're not going to color, yeah, you could add more blacks in there. I would throw in more blacks, but your cross-hatching is fine, honestly. It tells the contrast is not it's not like fully there because you don't have enough blacks. I would just take a marker and black in a lot more, you know, just throw in blacks and then that would level it out, you know. But you're fine, honestly. Like the skull, I'm gonna give it away a little bit, but the skull area is perfectly fine. Yeah. The cling clang could be a little bit more. Well, the guy's face could. Well, honestly, dude, you do you. It doesn't really matter. Like, we're not here to try to impress anybody. I think you'll be fine. The Hand of Shani. Ooh, nice. That's a good. That's an interesting story, Krusty. I'm excited to see what you pull out of that. That's interesting. He deals out karma and retribution to the wicked. That's dope. Yeah, Harsha. Yeah, you could ink it, mark it, however you do it. Maybe you could just crosshatch it a whole bunch more, like to the point where it's almost black. I think you're doing great, though. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see it. Okay, a couple more minutes, and we'll be done. I only want to spend an hour on this, anyways. That's a cool gentle. That's a cool gentleman. Oh, yeah, that is a pretty cool gentleman. And dealing out karma. That's fun. Okay, I just want to shade in his bat cape. I think we'll all love it. I'd love to figure out how I can get all of you guys on, everybody I can, at least up to 10 people that can draw at the same time. We all draw the same prompt at the same time. Let's say we do like Spider-Man, maybe not Spider-Man, maybe like a robot being crushed by toilet paper or something, I don't know. And like we have to like draw that out within the hour on live stream. That'd be fun, I think. So I gotta figure out how we can all join and like kind of just have fun and do that. Of course, if y'all are willing, but I gotta figure out how to do it first. You'd be willing? That'd be awesome, Yuko. I think we can do it. I have to figure it out. TF he's done multiple people on his channel, like couple people at it, like one person at a time, at least more than one. I mean, more than one person. So that's more than I've done. So I have to figure it out. I don't know what app I need, Zoom or whatever it may be. We can all get on there and kind of have fun, just drawing. And if we have people who are in there, they can chat and message you at the same time. Make it much more of a bigger event, so that way we can all kind of participate in the way we probably would like. So I literally tried to do just now was go double tap backwards because I think for some reason my brain said I was on Procreate. Darn me. Yeah, that's a good thing to do. Yeah, learn some more anatomy after you're done with the comic book, but the comic book will teach you a lot because I think we'll all get to see what we're doing. And Pigarza, welcome. You're at the end of the thing, but glad you joined anyways. I think we're all going to have fun with it because when we collaborate and we send it all, I want you all to, actually at the end of it, I want you to all send it to me, yours, because I'm going to combine it for something that we can all share as a PDF or as a little book, right? And this is it's a triumph. It's a triumph just to do a challenge like this and for us to participate. So I want to share it with everybody, and I think it's good to have at least for memory's purpose, right? So let's do it. It's gonna be good. But to go to anatomy would be smart too, of course. The reason I asked about dialogue is he throws a Cabo lingo with his vocabulary. Oh my goodness, partner. My guy cusses, actually. I made him curse. I never curse. I don't curse. I haven't cursed since 7th grade. But I wanted him to curse because I felt like a cowboy curses, and it'd be disingenuous to not have him curse. So I have him say a few bad words. We could reveal on live stream. That'd be fun too. At the end of the month or something. Interesting. Well, I don't see. I don't want to be racist. Hey, so Harsha, how do you feel when people do Indian accent? Do you feel like it's very racist? Like, I'm gonna just do this. I'm not trying to be mean, but if people are like, "Oh my goodness, partner," like, is that racist? Is that racist? Like, I don't know, because when people like do Texas accents and talk all like this, and we ain't going around downtown to go to get some McDonald's, but you don't know what I mean. I don't get offended, you know. But then when they're like, "Oh, ching chong ching," "Oh, I'm Korean," I'm like, I don't get offended for that either. Actually, I think that's kind of funny. So I think it's kind of hilarious, honestly. But I wasn't sure how you, as a native to the culture and language of Indian, would feel about that, because we are kind of touching your culture, and using these things in the dialogue are important to make fun of both cultural stereotypes, but also some things that are obvious, right? Like the scorpion chocolate yummy. Like, I didn't realize like the little head shaking things that Indians do. It's like a very cultural thing, right? It's like a normal thing that a lot of Indians do. They shake their head when they talk sometimes, when they're trying to like, make someone agree or something. I don't know where it comes from. I've been like studying the head shake. I'm like, where do they do this bobbing of the head thing? Like, do you know that this is and this and this and this? And then their head shakes, and I'm like, what? So it's like an agreement thing. Anyways, look, no one's trying to be racist here. No one's trying to be insulting. I'm definitely not. I make fun of my own Korean culture as much as possible. I think it's funny. Honestly, I think stereotypes are funny. Now, when I play games sometimes, like I play Call of Duty, there are people and then saying the N word and like doing really terrible things, saying really racist things. They're not trying to be funny. They're just being real pieces of trash. But if I was gonna be like, "Oh, hi, how are you? Do you want some sushi today?" Or I'd be like, "I do not want to know what we're going to do with the drawing," and try to be like Indian. That's a terrible accent. I apologize. It's terrible. I'm the worst at accents. It's not like I'm trying to be racist to you. I mean, I'm trying to portray a cultural humor thing that is there. But if this comic comes out, Harsha, and there's like tones of things that you might get offended with, just know that I don't think any single one of us is trying to, we are not trying to insult you. That was terrible. How do you do it? It's more guttural, right? Duh. I don't know. Because like Asian, when we speak like Chinese, or like, I don't want to do it. Like Japanese is like, "How could it this? He could this go? Oi." That's too guttural. Let's see. Koreans just sound like they're haunted by ghosts or something. Yeah, there's a one comedian, a guy who does Indian accent. I think he's Indian too, but he does Russell Peters. You probably know him, Harsha. He's like the Americans' most famous. Like, he does Asians, he does like Indians, he does everybody. Are you buying or not? That's the same as Asians. They say that. Are you buying or not? That's mostly Korean people say that when they go into their store. Anyways, all I'm saying is like, hey, don't be offended if we say we write out some dialogue that's a little bit racy. Yeah, it's nothing against you or your culture. I don't think anybody else is trying to do that. I definitely am not. But you have to be real with some humor that culture brings. Each culture brings really ridiculous humor, and we should be allowed to explore it. I think it's hilarious when people make fun of Asians or Koreans. I think it's like the funniest, because most of the time they're actually right. But If they're being mean about it, then we got issues. But most people aren't mean about it, so. Yeah, you know Russell. Okay, good. Anywho, enough of the stuff that will get me canceled on YouTube. Let's talk about the drawing real quick before we go any further, because tomorrow I may work on something else and I might start this back up on Monday. But what do we have? What do we have? So Harsha threw in his vote that he wanted Indian Spider-Man. I don't know his name. I forget it, but Fighting Batman. Sorry, I just yawned. Now, you can see here I have Indian Spider-Man punching Batman in the face. He's getting knocked out, but he's also tearing. Batman is tearing the little yo-yo wristband thing that Indian Spider-Man does. Okay, so he's still trying to get free. He's being knocked out by big old Spider-Man. Like, this is like the adult Indian Spider-Man, like Indian Spider-Man who like grew up. Because the one in the cartoon, the animation he was kind of short. Well, thank you, Harsha, for not being offended. Because, you know, you got, not only do you have an Indian commission, but you also have Indian story rituals and in India for the comic book. So it's really based in your land, you know. Pavitra Prabhakar. Yeah, that is Pavitra. It's very hard. Persian Spider-Man. That'd be great. Anyways, so the drawing's coming along. You can see where I'm going with it. You've got some details I threw in there of the cartoon. He's definitely more muscular like the original Spider-Man. He's got the vise as the original Spider-Man. I made his pants a little bit baggy here, and then he's got the skirt. I gave him an extra sash here because I just thought it would be fun to have him wear more of an... Because if I took the sash off, the problem was he looked too much like normal Spider-Man, just with a different outfit, and you can confuse him. So I wanted him to kind of have this like Indian vibe to him, and the sash thing is really cool. Oh, it means sacred son. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So there's a meaning to it. Nice. And then for the spider webs, that was the detail that I think you're looking for Bernie Wrightson style, right? So this isn't the full style yet, right? I'm going to do Batman, draw him in, and once I get all the Batman stuff and the cape and stuff thrown in there, and the webs and stuff, then I have to do the city backdrop, and that's going to be really intricate. But when I start inking it, it's going to be very Bernie because I'm going to be doing shading in a very rough looking way, right? It's not going to be as smooth as this comic book is. Like, this is comic book style shading, you know what I mean? Like, where the lines are coming out. But I'm gonna build it into a much more depth. And what's gonna happen is that the foreground is gonna be probably more darker, and then the background is gonna be a lighter inking, and it gets lighter and lighter as the depth goes back. But yeah, this is your commission, buddy. Hey, Megs. Hi, 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 hi. Alu Ali, that sounds more Middle Eastern. Muhammad Ali. But thank you. I hope this is looking good for you. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're excited to have it. I'm excited to mail it off to you. I'm also excited to ink this thing. Question though, before we get off, do you want this in pencil or ink? Do you want it inked or you want it in pencil? Because it could look really good in pencil. It could also look very good in ink. I'm going to take photos either way of it, in both. Yeah, just before I get off, just wanted to ask. No, I mean, there's two benefits, right? Like, what do you guys think, Yuko and Krusty and everybody? Like, it's pencil having a pencil drawing before it's inked is always nice too, because it's like a preference. It's a preference of like, oh man, I love pencil drawings, I really do. Myself, I prefer to buy, right? Like when I buy from an artist at a convention, I want the pencil drawing. The inked is fine, but like a pencil feels like the first rendition of like what the concept was meant to be. But then having an inked one means like, oh, they finalized it, you know? So both have their things to it. It's really up to you. I collect personal drawings in pencil. But if you're an ink person, dude, it's no problem. I can ink this thing. I can go Bernie Wrightson and ink the hell out of it, right? So what I could do is I could take a photo of this in pencil when I'm done with it. And I can print out the photo in pencil for you just so you can have a pencil version before the inked. And you can keep the ink. Or I can reprint this out on another piece of paper and then ink it. Either way, it's fine. But when they reprint it, it'll be ink on ink. So it's kind of like a different vibe. But it's up to, oh shoot. Of course my battery dies. That means I was supposed to end like 15 minutes ago. So, you know, all the colors of the rainbow, and we're back online. At least I think I was. Nope. No battery in that one too. I got 2 no batteries. Hold on, guys. Apparently I didn't do my best. Yeah. Okay. We're back. We're back. I'm sorry about that. My bad. Boo-hoo. So sad. Man, I didn't really need to fix this timing thing. Man, my battery dies so quickly. All right. So, anyways, you let me know, Harsha, if you want the pencil or if you want the pen. The inking process, we can still go through this. It'll be a live stream for a while. Actually, like another week and a half. It's probably going to take me to finish this because I have so many other things I have to kind of finish up, like the album cover. I have to do this logo thing. So I have some other jobs. I can't really work on this in the daytime, so I can only work on this hour by hour on the live stream. If I get lucky, I might be able to finish Batman a little bit on my own time, but then the background and the webbing and stuff like that's going to have to take a live stream and stuff. So you let me know, and we'll get to it. But TF's channel is I think this is a drawing channel. I made the Royal Guard laugh. Okay. Okay, so I'll ink it. That way it can be a lesson on inking. Yeah, that'd be good. All right. I'll ink it. I'll take a photo of the pencil just for your own keepsake, and then you can print it out if you want to, or just, whatever. And yeah, well, inking will be fun. It'll definitely look pretty intense. It'll be all black, and it'll be it'll be Bernie Wrightson style. I don't think anything on the internet will have this style, so it'll be good. I wonder if I should put any kind of dialogue here too. You know what I mean? Just for kicks and giggles. But that's it for tonight. You guys are seeing a pretty solid, I think this is pretty solid, Spider-Man versus Batman. I'm definitely going to post this on Pinterest and stuff so people have an option to look at this and see what it looks like. Because I haven't seen anything like this yet, and I really wanted to develop something that was unique and new. Oh, mini accents? Yeah. I'm the worst at accents. I used to be good and then I just stopped practicing. Anyways, um, so guys, let's keep up with the comic book. Let's keep encouraging each other and know that we're all here to keep on learning. So whether you think you're good or not, it doesn't matter. We're here to like practice our skills and keep on figuring out how to make a better story and pursue our dream of being artists that get paid to do what we love to do. I think that's something that would be super rad. Post a YouTube video on inking this, Josh, and it would be blow up. Yeah, well, YouTube's a difficult thing, man. It's like I don't know. I'm getting more views than I ever got before because of this live stream, but also like some of my videos are making like 7,000 views and stuff like that. But then I get other ones. I get, even I get depressed when I see other people with 100,000 views. You know what I mean? Like it's like how am I supposed to even compete with 50,000 views, 100,000 views, or 100,000, 612,000 followers? Like what? Because I haven't finished it yet because I'm waiting on the client to tell me some details that I need to do, but I'll send it to y'all soon. I have another artist who's working on the font because she's a graphic designer. She can do it. But it's still around. It's still not done. Yeah, I still got to work on it. Anyways, yeah, so forget what I was saying. Anywho, I like this is how it's coming out. It's coming out beautifully. It's telling the story of an Indian Spider-Man versus Batman, and Batman is just being torn up. And I think with the backdrop, I found a background that I'm going to kind of copy. I don't know where I took the screenshot of it is at, but it's of India and it's from like this top view. So you got him falling from the top view. Anywho, it's looking good. I think comic book artists might be happy that I can do this. They're like, oh yeah, okay, Josh, this is obviously a comic book style. I hope, I don't know. But, yeah, thank you guys for watching. You know how it is. If you're a creative, go create. Remember that, you guys are talented. Darn me, broke my lead. Join the Discord. Please like and subscribe because each subscriber helps. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your dog. And Captain Font. Captain Font, that's funny. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for joining. I know it's late at night and it's Friday night. You guys should be having fun, partying, going crazy, sniffing white out apparently, or whatever TF said. Don't do that. Don't sniff anything. Your own fart may be good enough, but anything else is not. I'll see you guys Monday. Your dog is subscribed already? I knew it. It's Friday night. Get some rest or have fun, but tomorrow is Saturday. Go do something cool. Sunday the same. And I'll see you guys Monday to start and finish some of the stuff. I'll try to get the rest of Batman done and some of the webbing done. That way we can work on the city. Closer than we are to inking is more fun. But anyways, you guys rock and roll. And I appreciate every single one of you. Have a great night, okay? And we'll chat on Discord. Party hard!